Towards the end of sixth grade, beginning of seventh grade, I was finally comfortable enough living at my aunt and uncle's house to kind of start letting things out. And I was very frustrated and angry because I felt, obviously my little sixth, seventh grade self could not articulate it this way at the time, but I definitely felt like envious of other kids and frustrated that, kids, they don't know what they have, right? Because they're kids. And I got frustrated because all of these kids would whine and cry and about stupid things, like kids do, because they were kids. I had to grow up so fast and so early that I was more mature than the other kids around me in several ways, immature in other ways, emotionally immature, but I had seen life from an adult perspective for so long. It made me socially awkward in many times, but I was so angry because it felt like everybody else got to start up here at the starting line. And I had to start from way back here. Not only did I have to start from behind, but I had all of these obstacles in my path that I had to go over and under just to get to the starting line. And the more time I spent around kids who didn't have that problem, the more angry it would make me about things, and I would lash out. So eventually my aunt was just kind of like, you need to go for a walk. And that first walk turned into more walks, which turned into me finding my love of running. As my love of running grew, it was a season in my life when my faith really started to grow. And I attribute that to having conversations with God and getting to kind of work out my anger with Him and stuff. Because while I had that moment when I was 6 years old where I believed, I knew He existed, and I knew He existed when all the bad things were happening. But now was my time to kind of be like, God, why? Why would you let these things happen? And He and I kind of got to work that out on those long runs. I would pray and I would talk to Him, or I would sing songs in my head and have those moments of praise. And my relationship with God grew in correlation to my relationship with running, because it was alone time with God. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to have that kind of an experience, but that was one of the ways that my faith grew, was having quiet time with God, that time to be still and know. Well, physically I wasn't still, but my heart and my mind were still and focused on working things out with God, working out my relationship, letting Him, He already knew what was in my heart, but sometimes we just got to say it. And so that was one of the ways that I grew my faith, and that I started to heal in the spiritual sense. So I don't know if that helps anybody. I hope that, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel your feelings, but let's work it out. Let's work it out. So I hope you have a great day. Please feel free to give this a share. Talk to you soon.